And now your host, Mr. Shay.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Art Room. I'm really glad you could make it today. On this program, we're going to take a look at the world of fanciful castles, tall towers, and impossible staircases. Along the way, you'll see how easy and fun drawing can be. So get out your drawing supplies and let's get started. Okay, welcome back to the Art Room for our castle drawing episode. I love doing these. It's almost a compulsive thing where you're doodling and you just can't stop with all these neat castle staircases and tops and rooftops and everything going on, little holes you can go into. Here's another example of one I did. We've done a whole bunch of them. Age range, this was about 3rd to 5th grade, I think, when we did it. So I used strictly crayon and a broken off piece of black crayon here. So I'm just going to begin with a simple arch, just kind of an upside down letter U here. And I always did this drawing along with the kids on my big easel. And we just had a gas doing it. Parallel lines are going to be next for our sides of the tower. So I'm going to make a little inset showing a thickness, and then with the side of my crayon, I'm going to start adding some shading into it. Kind of shading from the top down, and a little bit of shading in my cutaway. So right away we have this kind of a cool little window of nowhere. Not sure where it goes yet. We haven't really thought of it yet. Okay, so we're going to think of a little kind of a windowsill. Just draw a simple rectangle. That's all you need to do. Just draw a little rectangle. And then right underneath it, to create a staircase, I'm going to draw that same rectangle all over again. But this time I'm going to set it off to the side, point it off to the right just a little bit. Looks like somebody could walk up it right now, don't you think? And with my third one, keeping my blocks about the same, add that into. And why not? Let's just put one more. We've got 4 steps going down. Okay, now we're going to get tricky. So that same step, then I'm going to shift that block to the left. Follow that up with another one going to the left. And I'm going to follow that one up with another one going to the left. So you can see that we've got this kind of an interesting illusion right away of a staircase that can change directions. So I'm going to do a little staircase thickness and create a thickness on the side like that. That really helps the illusion. And then I'm going to come up to the side of it here. And since I've got a light direction going, I'm going to put some shadow on those left-facing steps. Okay, can you see how those are pointing to the left? That's really neat, and the side of the staircase is pointing to the right. Now, if I create that same kind of staircase edge at the top part, then my staircase is catching the light, and that means that I need to shadow the left-facing portion of my staircase with, oh, that's terrific, with my broken off black crayon. Okay, you with me so far? I think so. Okay, well, let's come up to the top of our tower here, and we'll start thinking about how we're going to make this into a tower. So I'm going to draw a cone shape, but I'm going to put a little kind of an arch on the bottom of my cone because I want it to look like it's going around our tower that we're about to draw. So you see what I'm doing here? I've got that triangular shape like a castle top, and then I'm going to drop straight down on the right hand side of our castle. Okay, and trying to keep everything parallel as I figure out where my other side of my castle top is going to go, like a turret, and bringing that one down as well. So now you get the feeling that we've got an actual tower, and since our light source is on the right, we're going to put a little shadow here both on the top of the turret, and there's a little overhang there, so we need to have a little dark area there in our overhang, and I'll kind of fill that in. Next, I'm going to make some little indications of maybe some shingles, some kind of maybe a slate roof. I'm not sure what it is, just kind of some details there that we're going to add. So on this side then, I'm going to do another entranceway, but I want my viewer to think that this one is a bit closer, so that's why I'm making it bigger. And I'm going to cut away a thickness again, as I did on the first one. Put a little threshold and some shading also to create the idea that it's back into space. Okay, so these two openings are facing different directions. You can tell that now, that they're facing different ways because of the way I did the thickness on the inside part of the wall opening. Okay, all right, terrific. Well, let's come down here then, and I'm going to do a step, one step. Now this step's bigger because we want the viewer to think that it's closer, but I'm going to pull another kind of a neat trick here. I'm going to start making my making my blocks extend down and pointing to the right, but here we're going to throw in a big larger block and a larger block and one really large block at the end, and you can see how that draws your eye into a kind of a perspective situation there that we're trying to create with our staircase coming out and pointing directly at us. And I'm going to cut a little hole just for fun. Yeah, just a place where we can go in there, or it just kind of makes the whole thing kind of fun to have all these different places that have holes chopped in them, and a little bit of shading on that one as well. So I've got another shading job to do now that my other facing side of my staircase is pointing to the left. I need to put some shadow in there. And let's go back in here and do a little bit more darkness at the top. Okay, I'm going to get a little crazy here. This is almost kind of a Dr. Seuss shaped building. Probably not the building, not up to building code here. Not really. We're going to make some kind of a pear-shaped building here, and we'll put another kind of a cool conical top on it. Just a simple triangle. And I'm making the bottom part a little bit flatter, you'll notice, because I want it to look like it's a little bit closer. And I think I'll chop a window in here, just a round window, and hey, why not? I think I'll do a little kind of a window pane treatment on it, reinforce that circle, and so I need another thickness then in my new window here, and I'll color that in too. Okay. All right, great. I know I'm moving kind of fast. And let's do one way back here, and I'm going to make that into kind of a little sort of a stovetop little thing. It's a little place, and maybe that's Frankie's apartment or something. I don't know. He's back there. It's kind of a little place where you can go. And of course, I need my shading. Really effective way to create a 3D effect on your castle, don't you think? And I'm always keeping that light source the same. So the right side of my buildings are in light, and the left side have kind of a shadow. And some little details on that rooftop as well. Okay. Yeah, kind of make it look like it's a slate roof or something. I'm kind of doing the same kind of treatment. And let's just kind of go over some of our outlines here. And okay, great. A flagpole, or maybe it's a lightning rod or something. I'll show you a great way to make a flag here. I'm going to draw a line that looks kind of like a Z, kind of a curvy Z shape. And if I draw an upward projection from there and there, and I come over here and do one too. Now if I copy the thickness of my flag here, kind of like a piece of a book, but I have to drop down and copy that angle and thickness. If I draw straight up there at the bottom of that line and add some tone, and of course some shading. You can put some details on your flag as well. That's kind of convincing. That's the flag. Okay, let's go up and we'll put a flag on that one. I'm going in super speed now, as you can tell here. Adding flags. That flag's really small, so I'm going to really cook here. Let's go a bit faster. I'm going to draw my same kind of a recipe for a castle there. Another place to go in. I did a staircase the same way we've been doing it. Little atmospheric perspective back there. We'll talk about that one in a second. Down here, another castle face. I think I'll add some cracks and details too to my second castle, and another window there. Oh, that's cool. More flags, more details. Down here, yes, another window opening. Door case opening. And with a little support there, I think. And color that in. I've got all kinds of neat details just coming right out of my mind as I'm thinking through this whole process. So a side view of a staircase there. Just kind of a zigzag line is all you need to do, a side view, right? So let's see. I'm going to kind of pause here for a minute and think about what I want to add next. Those buildings in the background are neat because that atmospheric perspective, if you want something to look like it's far away, make it kind of out of focus and lighter and a little bit out of sight, like I've done there. So let's do another out of focus, way back castle top. Oh, that's so great. And I've got a window in it, but everything's kind of fuzzy because we want it to look like it's super far away there. And a window here. Maybe a couple little shady spots on my cracks and crevices. Yeah. You doing okay with yours? I hope so. And that staircase, that would be a hard one to walk up into, I think. There's a lot of stairs. Uh-oh, what have we got here? Yeah, get back down out of there, Frankie. Okay, and another staircase, and how about some bricks down here? We're kind of hinting at them. We're not actually drawing bricks, we're just drawing some back and forth lines and adding as much extras as I possibly can to create this illusion of this complicated city. And I hope you've been able to kind of master the idea of a staircase and the door opening. And really that's pretty much all we're doing. Another zigzag place to go across, way back there. Faraway staircase we're going to add. And another faraway staircase over there, and a couple little holes. Yeah, let's stick some holes in places. Okay, that's going to wrap things up for today's drawing about our castles. Thanks for following along so well. And don't forget what we always say, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you've got something to be proud of. You're an artist, so stick with it. And we'll see you back here on the next episode of Mr. Shay's Art Room.